My mother had just given me an ultimatum. She was forcing me to go on a blind date immediately. My date was with the eldest daughter of the Shin family, a woman whose fortune was worth billions, the famous cold-hearted Ice Queen CEO. Rumor had it that she kept everyone at a distance and even suffered from severe bipolar disorder. Her emotions were said to change without warning. To completely ruin this arranged marriage, I decided to show my true self. I would act like the laziest, most useless slacker imaginable. But I couldn't understand if she already knew all the rumors about me. Why did she still agree to this blind date? My mother called me and started scolding me the moment I answered. Her voice was so strict that I didn't even get a chance to say a single word. Lu Shin, get to Tinggu Pavilion right now for your blind date. Your date is Shan Qingqiu, the eldest daughter of the Shin family. If you dare ruin this meeting, I'll freeze every one of your credit cards. My name is Lu Shin. I am the only legitimate heir of the wealthy Lu family. My life philosophy can be summed up in just 2 words, taking it easy. To achieve that dream, I spent over 20 years putting on the perfect act. I successfully turned myself into a spoiled, lazy, and good-for-nothing rich kid. And now I was being forced into a blind date with the legendary Ice Queen CEO, a woman known for her ruthless methods, yet someone whose emotions could shatter at any moment. Shin Qingqiu, wasn't this basically a joke at my expense? No matter what, I had to ruin this marriage proposal. Tinggu Pavilion, an exclusive high-end private club. VIP room number 3. I deliberately walked as slowly as possible, arriving a full 30 minutes late. Even after opening the door, I casually walked in while humming a random tune. The woman sitting across the room heard me. The moment she looked up at me, it felt like the temperature inside the VIP room dropped several degrees. She was wearing a perfectly tailored white suit. Her features were so flawless that it was impossible to find a single imperfection. So this is Shin Qingqiu. Damn, she's unbelievably beautiful. Just look at that face. And that figure. What a shame she's as cold as a massive iceberg. On top of that, she's completely obsessed with work. I also heard she suffers from bipolar disorder, constantly swinging between manic highs and crushing depression. Whoever marries her must have been cursed for 8 lifetimes. I'd better end this as quickly as possible. I'll make her hate me in just 3 sentences. Then I'll head home and continue enjoying my carefree life. I put on the smile of a shameless playboy, then casually crossed one leg over the other. Miss Shen, right? Sorry for keeping you waiting. The traffic was terrible on the way here. Shin Qingqiu was just about to pick up her glass, but her hand paused for a brief moment. She stared at me carefully. For the first time, a trace of confusion appeared in her eyes. Waiter, bring us the menu. Miss Shin, don't be shy around me. Order whatever you like. Today's meal is on me. I said it with an overly generous smile. After all, it was my father's money. Why should I care? Go ahead and order. The sooner we finish, the sooner we can leave. This lousy chair is awful. It's killing my back. My ergonomic gaming chair at home is way more comfortable than this. Shin Qingqiu looked at me with an even stranger expression. There wasn't the slightest hint of disgust on her face. Instead, the corners of her lips lifted ever so slightly. This had to be an illusion. It had to be. Mr. Lu, you can decide. Then bring us your most expensive caviar. And open a bottle of 82 Lafite. The caviar is so salty it tastes bitter. And that so-called 82 Lafite tastes like watered-down industrial alcohol. It only impresses people who know nothing about wine. If she actually agrees to this, then her taste is nothing special. I'd much rather go home and drink my homemade plum wine. Shin Qingqiu's fingers tightened around her water glass. The pressure turned her knuckles slightly pale. She looked at me once again. For the first time, genuine emotion flashed across her eyes. A glass of warm water for me, please. Thank you. I don't drink alcohol. I'm allergic to it. A few seconds later, I couldn't help thinking, why wasn't this woman following the script? Normally, she should have stormed off in anger by now. So why was she still talking to me? No, I needed to push things even further. Miss Shen, you're really beautiful. Be my girlfriend. I don't have any big dreams. My family is just ridiculously poor. We only have a tiny bit of dirty money left. Stay with me. I guarantee you'll wear luxury brands every day and drive nothing but supercars. That should be more than enough to disgust anyone, right? I quietly waited for her to throw that warm water in my face, but Shin Qingqiu simply kept staring at me. She looked at me as if she were carefully studying a rare treasure. Just then, her phone vibrated. It was probably a work-related report. Her brows instantly furrowed. Frustration and pain became clearly visible in her eyes. It was the warning sign that another bipolar episode was about to begin. Great, she's about to lose control. Judging by her expression, something at work must have gone wrong. Just then, her assistant sent her a message. Seriously, not a single competent person around her. This had to be a problem with the quarterly report. Just call the heads of finance and sales directly. Run a data comparison chart. You'll find the issue in 30 minutes. Honestly, what a bunch of idiots. They couldn't even let the poor woman leave work on time. Shin Qingqiu suddenly picked up her phone. Her fingers flew across the screen. A few seconds later, she put the phone down. Surprisingly, the frustration and pain on her face disappeared in an instant. The heavy atmosphere in the room vanished as well. She looked at me with an even more thoughtful gaze. As I watched her curiously, the corners of her red lips slowly curved into a smile. We can give it a try. Give it a try? My smile froze instantly. It felt like someone had punched me right in the stomach. Try what exactly? Planning my funeral? Was something seriously wrong with this woman's mind? I'd already made myself look as lazy and worthless as possible. And she still agreed? Did she actually like guys like this? A faint smile appeared in Shin Qingqiu's eyes. You heard me correctly. We can start dating. Let's get to know each other. My jaw dropped. I couldn't say a single word. This wasn't how the script was supposed to go. Logically, she should have scolded me and walked away. The blind date would fail. I go back home and return to my peaceful life. So what on earth was happening? I'm doomed. This time I'm really trapped. If my mother finds out I actually impressed the female CEO, she'll definitely force me to work at the company. My carefree lifestyle, my delicious homemade meals, my homemade rice wine, is all of that about to disappear? Shin Qingqiu noticed how pale I had become. She gently placed a piece of steamed sea bass onto my plate. You don't look well. Eat something. I stared at the fish in my bowl. Felt like I was looking at a piece of red-hot iron. This woman definitely wasn't normal. The more I tried to act useless, the more she seemed to care about me. Was this the legendary reverse effect? Shin Qingqiu looked up. She studied me with gentle eyes, as if she were looking at a clueless child. I don't like caviar or red wine. I only enjoy Chinese food. What a coincidence. Me too. Especially this steamed sea bass. The heat was controlled perfectly. The chef's skills are impressive. Unfortunately, I had completely lost my appetite. Shin Qingqiu acted as if she hadn't noticed my expression. She continued eating with perfect elegance, though it looked like she was trying hard not to laugh. Fine. My next move would finish this for sure. I'd make her spend the whole night at an internet cafe. Then I'd drag her to a roadside stall for spicy hot pot. There's no way a billionaire CEO like her could handle that. After dinner ended, I ran out of the club like a dog that had just been let off its leash. It felt like I had barely escaped the execution grounds. The moment I got into my car, my mother called. Son, Shin Qingqiu is very satisfied with you. Mom, this has to be some kind of misunderstanding. There's no misunderstanding. Qingqiu said you're honest. You don't pretend to be someone you're not. You're nothing like those fake, show-off rich boys. I was completely speechless. Honest, my foot. Could she actually read minds? Impossible. Absolutely impossible. I hung up the phone, pressed the accelerator, and sped off like a rocket. What I didn't know was that after I left, her assistant, Chong Jing, was still standing there in disbelief. President Shen, are you really serious? Do you truly want to date young Master Lu? Shin Qingqiu rubbed her temples wearily. Since yesterday, her bipolar disorder had entered its manic phase. Her entire body felt like a keg of gunpowder, ready to explode at any second. Everything she looked at irritated her. But just a few moments earlier, after hearing Lu Shen's sarcastic inner thoughts, the nerves in her mind that had been on the verge of snapping had mysteriously calmed down. His random thoughts were like soothing music, gently calming her restless emotions. For the first time in 5 years, she had pulled herself out of that dark mental fog, without relying on medication. Chong Jing, find something for me. Where's the most famous spicy hot pot restaurant in the southern part of the city? I want its exact address. Ha! Shin Qingqiu didn't explain herself. A faint smile simply appeared on her lips. An all-night internet cafe and a roadside food stall. Over the next few days, couldn't relax at all. I stayed inside the house for 3 straight days, spending all my time making homemade grape wine, trying to numb my fragile heart. I can't keep living like this. My dream of spending my life doing absolutely nothing had officially gone bankrupt. What exactly does Shin Qingqiu see in me? Does she think I'm completely harmless? Or that I'd make the perfect puppet? Just then, my phone rang. 3 bold words flashed across the screen. Shin Qingqiu. My hand trembled. I almost dropped my glass of grape wine. Hello, beautiful Miss Shin. Were you missing me already? Where are you? At home. I'm bored. Why don't we go out and have some fun? Let's make each other's lives miserable. I had already prepared everything. A dirty, run-down street in the southern part of the city, and an incredibly greasy roadside food stall. All right, wait at home. I'll come pick you up. She hung up immediately. I stood there frozen for quite a while. Half an hour later, a Bentley stopped outside my house. I deliberately put on a skull print t-shirt, a pair of ripped jeans, and some worn-out flip-flops, then swaggered over and climbed into the car. Shin Qingqiu glanced at me. Her eyes paused on my flip-flops for exactly 1/10 of a second. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Hate me already. Throw me out of the car. Let's go. Where are we going? Didn't you already make the plans? How did she know? Did those 4 useless friends spill everything? Whatever. I'll stick to the plan. To the South City night market. The driver's hand slipped. The steering wheel jerked slightly. Chong Jing looked at me as if I were some kind of alien. But Shin Qingqiu's expression remained perfectly calm. The atmosphere inside the car became strangely awkward, so I had no choice but to start a conversation. Miss Shin, what do you usually do? Please don't say work, stocks, funds, or futures. Just hearing those words gives me a headache. I review contracts, attend meetings, and sometimes deal with a few idiots. I knew it. She really was a boring workaholic. Her entire life revolved around work. Poor Shin Qingqiu. She gently rubbed her fingers together, then suddenly stopped and looked straight at me. Besides relaxing all day, what does your life revolve around? I drink, go out, play games. Life is meant to be enjoyed, so I only do what makes me happy. In reality, I preferred working out at home, cooking, trying new recipes, brewing my own wine, and watching a few underrated indie movies. Bars were just too noisy for my taste. Actually, I really enjoy watching movies too. Have you seen The Wolf of Wall Street? Or The Godfather? This workaholic definitely only watched movies that taught people how to exploit their employees. Shin Chingqiu gave a slight nod. After a brief silence, she quietly answered, Kikujiro. I froze. Kikujiro? That heartwarming emotional film? She actually watches movies like that? I looked at her cold expression. My heart skipped a beat. This woman wasn't anything like I had imagined. South City Night Market. The streets were packed with people. I dragged my flip-flops along the pavement as I walked. Meanwhile, Shin Chingqiu looked like a goddess, as if she had accidentally wandered into the human world. Everyone passing by looked at us with pity, like they were staring at a Beauty and the Beast. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Let her feel everyone's judgment. She'll realize we don't belong in the same world. If she can't take it anymore, she'll leave on her own. I deliberately led her through the most crowded areas. Miss Shin, look how lively this place is.